The Survivor 2v experience has been a bit lacking, to say the least. Obviously, the killer queue time issue has been a top priority, and understandably so. They got to fix that. You can't let that issue just perpetuate forever. But the Survivor experience still has some room for improvements. I think they made a lot of positive changes between the first and the second iterations, and one thing I think in particular that I hope they don't ever change too much or remove entirely involves just a particular item and a particular altruistic action that you can do. So yeah, if it wasn't obvious already, flashlight saves and also pallet saves, I might add, were two critical features that they re-added to 2v8s after the first iteration, and they really made the difference for me in terms of my level of enjoyment with this mode. And when I think about it, I think the reason why having these types of actions are so critical to Survivor is just the interaction between killers and survivors. When you think about it, like repairing this pallet and stunning the killer like that, that's fun, but it'll lose its novelty over time. Having the ability, though, to always, save people and having that chance to rescue people from what seems like an impossible situation, or, just the fun of having, the ability to save people just in general, that's something that's really critical to the Survivor experience in 1v4. And, the first iteration, I think, struggled with, addressing, what makes Survivor fun. The novelty of 2v8 when it first happened was fun, having, two killers chase after you. But when you get double tapped by the killers, is that really fun? Like, the chase aspect alone is just kind of damaged heavily in this mode. So you kind of have to make up for it with something else. And I think re-adding pallet saves and flashlight saves saved the experience. Again, at least for me. I think, maybe some people prefer 1v4, and that's totally fine. I was very skeptical that 2v8 would ever work, so I'm surprised that it's as balanced as it is, all things considered. But I will say, having the ability to, flashlight save alone is so much more fun than having basically no way to save people once they get slugged. So I really hope that they never remove this, experience of Survivor in 2v8. I think if they ever were to nerf it or remove it at all, that would definitely take a lot of fun out of this mode. I don't know what else they could add to substitute, but I just don't think you can take it away at this point once they've added it, because this is what makes Survivor fun. This is what makes people still play Survivor, even through all the crazy, bullshit that really goes on. A lot of the, killer powers that make looping just non-existent, or a lot of the, perks that people can bring on the killer side and Survivor side too, I guess, but mostly killer side. There's a lot of builds that people can run that can just really torture survivors and just make, at least for a solo queue experience, completely miserable. But I think having these altruistic actions re-enabled in this mode is so critical to the Survivor experience. And I really hope, if I get any message across with this video, I just really hope they never ever remove or change flashlights and pallet saves in any significant way. I'm not really sure what else can be done to add to the Survivor experience in 2v8. I do think it is kind of a tough balancing act of not giving survivors too much power, or too many crazy actions that they can do. But again, it's 2v8. Chases are already fairly non-existent because of the ability for just two killers to double tap you and totally end a chase right then and there. So I really value the Survivor experience and the ability to save people. So I just plead that this never goes away, because I think the first iteration just kind of failed, to be honest, with how the Survivor experience was. Literally my first game in 2v8, I didn't get a flashlight save that I could have gotten. So that's just my mini grudge there. But yeah, 2v8's around the corner again, so hopefully we have a lot more fun as Survivor again. But yeah, I don't really know. I plead that 2v8 does not get worse for Survivor in any way. So thanks for watching.